Adventure World is a theme park located in Bribra Lake, Australia, and with it being home to over 25 rides, slides and wildlife experiences, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we're gonna count down the top 10 rides at Adventure World. Starting off at number 10, we have Sea Serpents, and no matter whether you want to slip and slide like a serpent or you are just looking for another fun family slide, then this is just for you. The only thing is, however, it is not all easy sliding, because as soon as you have boarded the raft with up to one other person, not only will you be able to race down a mostly enclosed pitch black tube to the bottom, but you will also be racing the group next to you, creating a fun but also rather competitive experience that I would feel wrong not putting on our top 10 list. From racing like a sea serpent to riding a giant purple dragon, for our number 9 position we have the Dragon Express. And I do not want to keep dragging on and on and on about this ride, but it is an amazing family attraction. Ding ding. Okay, but with all horrendous jokes aside, with it completing a total of 3 laps, consisting of many small twists, turns, drops and helixes, in addition to its extremely cute ride vehicle, in my eyes this is a perfect coaster for anyone wanting the fun and excitement of the park's bigger rides, just without the petrifying thrills alongside it. Who here is feeling a little competitive? Well, if that is you, then look no further, as for our number 8 position, we have the Wahoo speed slides, which, as you can probably guess by the name, will make you scream Wahoo! And you will not be wrong. However, it is not the non-stop airtime hills that you will race down that makes this slide top 10 worthy, but the fact that, similar to Sea Serpent, you will be racing another person to the bottom. How cool is that? Although the question is, will you become the Wahoo speed slide champion, or would you lose? Okay, that was awful. For our number 7 spot on our top 10 list, things are continuing to get even more competitive, as located right next door to the Wahoo slides, we have Tidal Wave, and despite it not building up the same speeds, trust me when I say the thrills definitely makes up for it, with, for starters, unlike the majority of slides, on this slide you are meant to slide down on your front. And yes, you did hear me right there guys, on your front. Yet for me, the reason why this is the best racer slide is that you will not be racing one person, not 2, but a total of 5 people to the finish line, where both your time will be recorded as well as your position. It is time to take on the Kraken, as for our number 6 spot we have Kraken, the world's steepest, longest and tallest funnel slide. And so before we get on to the slide itself, already I know some of you are going to be like, no way Jose. However, if you still want to brave this almighty beast, then hold on tight, because from the moment your 4-person slide sets off to you entering into that pitch black tunnel to splashing down at the end, you will constantly twist, turn, drop as well as rock back and forth in that giant tunnel section until you are quite literally soaked and screaming. Top 5 were and coming in for this position we have Rampage, the park's classic top spin with a twist, and here is what. Now of course it would not be a top spin without you being able to climb aboard a giant gondola that will then both really spin and lock onto giant rotating arms, and this ride is no different. Yet what makes this ride so unique, and in my eyes a lot more awesome, is that when you think it is coming to an end, the two arms that you are connected to will go in opposite directions, causing, well, whatever this thing is. And so despite it being a very common type of flat ride, it should definitely be on your bucket list. Make sure to get your sick bags at the ready, as for our number 4 position we have Black Widow, and as scary as the name may sound, it is nothing compared to the ride itself, with as long as you think you have what it takes to ride the famous Black Widow, you being able to sit on one of the ends of its 6 legs and then freely rotate upside down on a giant spinning disc that is then also, believe it or not, connected to another spinning and tilting central arm. So yeah, this ride is plain down crazy. However, for those funny interactions as well as the overall websolent experience, this should definitely be a must do for all of the thrill seekers out there. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and if you are scared of heights then look away now. As for this position we have Inferno, which is definitely not for the faint of heart, yet nor is this your normal drop tower either, because as soon as you have been catapulted to the top of the 52-meter tower in a matter of seconds, not only will you drop but also bounce up and down for the remaining duration, providing both some incredible views across both the park and surrounding area of Bridborough Lake, as well as an experience that you do not need to be a rocket scientist to know is totally incredible. Have you ever wanted to swing like you have never swung before? Well, if the answer is yes, then you have got to take a ride on our number 2 position, Goliath, as ever since its debut back in 2017, making it one of the newest rides at the park, it has always been a favourite with the thrill seekers, and for a good reason, as just looking at this ride will give you the shivers with all of its fiery and bony theming throughout, and this only continues on the ride itself with, in a nutshell, the giant disc that you are sat on spinning around non-stop whilst also swinging back and forth until you reach a crazy height of 28 meters and an angle of 120 degrees, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in my eyes for the best ride at the park we have got no other than Abyss. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. Yet to start from the beginning, from the moment you realise that this park is home to a Gerstlauer Eurofighter, you will instantly want to take a ride. And you should definitely do exactly that, as well as literally cannot describe how awesome its many world-class twists, turns and inversions, as well as once again rather creepy theming really is. And so I think it is very easy to see why this is at our number 1 spot. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.